Welcome to the Ripple Effect podcast. We're so glad you've chosen to join us for this practice today. As we begin, please know that the suggestions and guidance offered here are always just that, invitations. You are the ultimate authority on your own experience. We therefore welcome you to modify any instruction so that you're in choice and that this practice better fits the needs of your body and mind in this moment. If you feel any discomfort or a suggestion doesn't resonate with you, you have full permission to change your posture, open your eyes, or simply let the words fall away and do what you need to do. If you ever need a moment to truly land in your experience, please feel free to pause the recording at any time and savor the practice. Honoring your own internal pacing is a wonderful way to deepen your practice. Now let's begin by gently settling in.
Welcome to this guided meditation focused on being with the unexpected. This will be roughly a 15-minute recording, and you are welcome to pause it at any point if you feel like you would like to extend it out and rest into the silence more fully. I will move us directly into the meditation verbally, and I'll invite a bell at the end to close the session. So go ahead at this moment and consider what, if anything, you would like to change in terms of your posture to be fully present for this practice. This, of course, is your session to be completely in choice about how you engage with it. And if you should choose to stop it at any point, that is perfectly fine. So, coming into this practice, you may be right in the throes of dealing with something unexpected. Perhaps that is what has drawn you here. Or perhaps you know that the nature of life is that unexpected things will happen, and you are wanting to build capacity for future things. Either way, I hope that this practice will serve you well, and I invite you to be reflective about how it is that you relate to the cues as they arise. No need for anything in particular to happen here. This is really a space to honor your own reactions to whatever is arising. And so we may just begin by moving right into noticing for yourself what comes up with this topic of being with the unexpected. Perhaps you have recently experienced something in this category, received a text or an email or a call, seen something on the news, heard a piece of information that has rocked your sense of stability in some way. And life gives us all kinds of opportunities to work with this. Things that we took for granted suddenly change. Circumstances around us get shaken up. World events shift our ideas of what we thought the future might look like. So, whatever arises for you in this moment, perhaps you can give it a small label without too much analysis, just something simple like relationship ending, career uncertain, any simple words that just capture for you the category of uncertainty that you're working with right now. And resist, if you can, the temptation to explain in your mind or fall into storytelling about the situation. Just see in this moment if you might observe yourself and just notice the experience that you are having. Perhaps as you give it a label, you can depersonalize from the events and imagine that this same label could apply to other human beings in other places and other times. And that what you are experiencing in this moment, at least underneath the surface, is something that is very natural to the human experience. As unnatural or inappropriate or unexpected as the circumstances might be, underneath the element of surprise, of resistance, of fear, of concern, of excitement, whatever that is for you, your system in this moment is taking a turn, experiencing something that is a natural part of the human experience. And as you observe this, perhaps you can open to a sense of compassion that whatever this is not necessarily easy or comfortable. Unexpected things often raise alarms in our nervous system for good reasons sometimes, and evolutionarily we know that is very natural, and still in the body we can experience the discomfort of a rapid heart rate or jitteriness or shortness of breath, or many other things can arise. Noticing if for you there is discomfort in your system. And notice as well if there is any instinct for how to address that. And this might be a physical gesture of running your hands up and down your arms or your legs in a gentle stroking motion. This might be rocking back and forth in your seat. This might be holding your hand or your fingers around the other hand or around some part of your body with a little gentle pressure. It could be a gentle tapping of your fingers, of your palm on some part of your body. So if that's available to you, just simply allow yourself to experiment with what is it that this body in this moment needs for a little bit of support, a little bit of comfort. And if you're able to stay with this, please just continue bringing curiosity to the physical experience in the body and whatever instincts are there to care for this body in this moment. And as you do that, perhaps the words, the stories, the thoughts around this situation might dissipate. If they're still there, you can just simply notice that. Notice the energy, the level of intensity, the thought patterns. And all of that can be included in this circle of support that we are offering to ourselves. And if it feels possible for you, just continuing to sit here in this spirit of care for your own system, you might move into a gentle exploration of your own values. How would you like to show up for yourself in this moment, in this experience? Is it possible to release any self-judgment and simply be in the seat of care? How would you like to show up for others in this situation? Is it possible for you to release judgment of others and simply sit in the clarity of what is happening and what is needed right now for you? If this sort of reflection feels forced, no need to push into that territory. Simply staying with this possibility that even in difficult moments, we might lean into our own values, our own intentions. And if there's any small way we can connect with that, know that it has the potential to expand. And circling back to what is immediate in your system, again, just checking in with the physical sensations, the physical responses of care, noticing if anything needs to shift, if any other movement feels helpful. Perhaps just naming or noticing the emotions that are arising or circling through your experience, even in this short time. Again, noticing your thoughts, noticing if those patterns have changed since the moment you sat down here. And noticing if it's possible to be in choice about the thoughts that you lean into, either particular thoughts or words that you notice bring relief to your system. Maybe there's some way that you can connect with a genuine affirmation for yourself. Something as simple as "this too will pass." I can survive difficult things. I know I am not alone. As we bring this practice to a close with the sound of the bell, I invite you to lean into the goodness of the intention that brought you to this practice today. And imagine that any benefits arising now or in the future might reverberate out into the world around you.